Hey everybody, it's Professor Polly back with you again. I'm sitting here on a rainy Tuesday afternoon, and I want to say thanks again for all of your support. It's been a lot of fun. Today I wanted to talk about something that one of my viewers, actually my sister Kay Cruzy, gave me this topic. Is what are my favorite read alouds? And so these are read alouds I like to read every year, and I'm kind of curious to see what you guys are into. But I just want to kind of get into it and show you what I like. And so every year I have a couple of books, because we're in California. I have a couple of books that are California dependent, or it's not dependent, but they are California books. And this one by Sid Fleischman, by the Great Horn Spoon. This absolutely is my favorite book that I read every single year. It's about a boy and his butler leaving Boston, Jack Flagg leaving Boston to go to the gold rush. And you meet characters like Pitch Pine Billy. His butler's name is Praiseworthy. He's an awesome character. Captain Swain, Mountain Jim. The list goes on and on. Great story. Check it out. It doesn't matter if you teach the gold rush or not. It's a really good book. Another one by Sid Fleischman also is Bandit's Moon. Now I had never heard of this one prior to coming to the school I currently work at, but this book is about Joaquin Murrieta, and he was a bandit, kind of like a controversial character. We don't know if he was real or not, but he was generally considered the Robin Hood of the gold rush, and he was a bad guy. But the story follows a girl, Annie Rose Smith, as she runs into Joaquin Murrieta, and he turns out to be a pretty decent guy. Check it out, Bandit's Moon. This is an old classic. It's not an old classic. This came out the first year I started teaching, but Holes. I read this. Holes by Louis Sachar. I read it every year. Any kid would identify with Stanley Yelnats here, as he is wrongly accused of a crime, and it turns into a great character building lesson for him. Even digging those holes did build character for him. So check out Holes. Your kids will love that one. It's always fun on this one as well to show the movie, to compare and contrast afterwards. And over the last few years, I have just been going crazy for Kate DiCamillo books. And so earlier this year, and I did this last year, I think I started reading it to my daughter, but I read The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. This is an awesome story about a China rabbit who really, he can't feel. He really is into himself. And then as the story evolves, he learns to love. And so it's a great story. I always end up shedding a tear at the end. Take a look. And right now, we're reading Flora and Ulysses. I read this every year. Such a fun book. It's about a misunderstood girl who meets a superhero squirrel, Ulysses. And this is a lot of fun. It has comics within the story. And once again, it's a kid who comes into her own, and it's inspiring as well. These are just some of the books I read. Sometimes I'll mix in other ones, but I'm kind of curious because these are, this is what I know. What are you guys into?